I personally believe that we were all given trials and tribulations to be able to have testimony to share with others that have that are living the life that we have lived, are living, or whatever the case may be. And what happens a lot of time is we feel that we should keep our stories to ourselves. What I'm doing in this episode is I'm sharing a bit of myself and my past because I think that it's very important to understand that I've been where many of you are, and I just hope that someone hears this and it can have an impact on a life. You can run from God all you want, but the truth is, every time you hear his name, every time you feel that inner conflict, that's not judgment. That's him calling you back. So I welcome you to my podcast, Indomitable with Dom. This podcast is for people who refuse to settle for average. And today I'm going to do something different that's off the beaten path. Generally, I'm speaking about growth or sales or mindset. This episode is going to be about God and my story of running from him hard. So I grew up thinking that the Bible was nothing more than a rule book. The only thing I knew about the Bible was the 10 Commandments. Do this, don't do that. No fun, no freedom, no joy. So every time somebody mentioned Jesus, my guard instantly went up. I didn't want to hear it because deep down, I knew that if I would have entertained Jesus, I knew that I would have to change my life. And the truth, I wasn't ready for that. I thought that I was living my best life. I had cars, I had women, I had money, I was partying, I was really running is what I was doing. So I want to take you back, and I was compelled to share this story when I was, doing some reading the other day of Proverbs, and I've just had a account of my life. And I want to share something that happened to me with someone that I was really close to. And I won't say her name, but I will just, say, you know what? She was just as wild as I was. We were partying. We were reckless. We were always on what they say on 10 now. I will say if you crossed her, she would have no problem fighting in a heartbeat. But one day something shifted. That same person that used to speak with so much animosity in her tone and so much, I don't want to say anger, but clearly she was speaking from a broken place, was now calm, and she had light and she had peace. And I couldn't understand it. I remember meeting her boyfriend, her now husband, for the first time. And I pulled her aside and I said, "Girl, you gay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. How long you gonna keep stringing this man along?" And I'll never forget her response. She looked at me and her voice was calmer than I had ever heard her speak. And she said, "I don't like girls anymore. I was wrong. I was just acting out on my pain. And this is not a fad with my husband, or excuse me, her boyfriend now. I've been going to Bible study. It's really good. You should come, Dom." And here's the thing. What stuck with me wasn't just what she said. It was how she said it. For the first time, I could feel what I now know as the Spirit of God on her. And it messed me up because I felt judged, not by her words, but by her change. She wasn't the same person anymore. And in my head, I thought, oh, damn, she been sucked into some Bible cult. And it stung because she and I were close. She knew my dirt just like I knew hers. So when she invited me, I took it personal. It felt like a slap in the face. On one side, I was like, oh, hell no. This is fun. I got cars, clothes, women, money. Why the hell would I give that up? But on the other side, I was angry. Who the hell does she think she is? She was running through girls like I was, damn near, if not more, matching me, doing the same dirt I was. So who the hell is she to tell me I need Bible study? That conflict, that pride wasn't really about her. It was me. It was my soul running from God. Looking back now, I see it clearly. The reason the Bible felt like a rule book to me was because deep down, I knew I was living wrong. If hearing God's words offends you, it's not because the word is wrong. It's because your spirit is being called to righteousness. That inner conflict, that tension that you feel when somebody says Jesus, that's not guilt. That's proof. Proof that God is calling you to him. John 16:8 says, the Spirit convicts the world of sin and righteousness. And that's what I was feeling. And instead of running to him, I ran harder from him. Maybe you've been there. You hear God's name and you instantly get offended. You think people are judging you. But what you're really feeling is that tug of the Spirit. That tug means God hasn't let go of you. That tug means he still has more for you. Listen, please do not be like me. Don't reject the voice of the Lord when you hear him talking. Turn from your wicked ways. Living of the world feels safe, but it's not. The truth is, being absent from the Lord is what's not safe. This is not judgment. I promise it's not. This is your brother speaking to you. Someone who has walked that same path that so many of you are walking. So let me answer the question that people love to ask. Dom, if you could change one thing in your life or do one thing differently in your life, what would it be? And I would say this: draw closer to the Lord day by day. Don't be drawn into the things of this world because they will only cause you pain and heartache. Seek the one true God who can relieve you of all your pain and give you everlasting peace. So like always, I want to give you 3 things here. And these 3 are going to be 3 shifts to help you stop running. Number 1, I need you to recognize the pull. That offense you feel when you hear Jesus, that's not judgment. It's God calling you. Number 2, if this is who you are, I need you to cut it out and kill it now. You need to stop comparing. Don't let someone else's past discredit their present. If he can change them, he can change you. And number 3, take one step, just one step. Open the word. Pray an honest prayer. Be vulnerable with the Lord. Let him in your heart. Ask him to show up and he will. James 4:8 says, draw near to God and he'll draw near to you. So if you're running like I was, stop, turn around, because he's right there waiting. And trust me, the life he offers is better than anything the world can promise. So I ask you, if you heard this, and if you know someone that needs to hear a message like this, please share it with them. If this hits you, please take time to hit that like button. If this content is something that you enjoyed hearing, or this message here, hit you, I ask that you just take time to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep growing, keep fighting, and stay